That's it. Athletes will turn up to compete. They put a bit more effort in. They try to be the best amongst their group. Then there's the athletes who train to win. They train every day, every session, so that they win on match night. And then there are just those very few players who train to dominate. They train so hard that winning is inevitable. And my 3 questions are, what do you want? How badly do you want it? And how much are you willing to suffer? And very often, everything revolves around the first question, what do you want? Because a lot of people are unclear what they want from life. They don't sit down and think through. We are writing our own life story every day, and yet we don't think about it. Who do we want to be? Where do we want to live? What life do we want to lead? When we've finished our life, come to the end of our life and look back, what do we want to say that we've done? So, what do you want is a very powerful question. And then if an athlete says, I want to be the best, Bill, fine. How badly do you want it? Because you've got to pay a price to be the best. The best pay a big price. You've got to work harder, you've got to commit more, you've got to take more responsibility, you've got to deal with more ups and downs. And if we can deal with that question, how much are you willing to suffer? Because I work with gold medal champions, and they suffer every day. They work enormously hard. They sacrifice enormous things in order to get that success. I wake up every morning and don't let the old man in. And that's life. We wake up every morning and make a decision who we're going to be. I've got Parkinson's disease, so getting up in the morning is not so easy for me. Getting dressed is not so easy. I have to make a decision. Am I going to be a fighter today, or am I going to be a victim? There's a great phrase, genetics deals the cards, environment plays the hand. So genetics and your background does influence your disposition to success in various activities. Another great thing I wrote once was, there's 1,000 excuses, but not a single reason. I did that with Bristol Bears rugby last season. They loved it. When you step into the challenge zone, the number of excuses for getting out, back into your comfort zone from there, multiplies. I'm too tired. It's too difficult. I'm having a bad day. Nobody likes me. And so I would teach them to face up to those excuses and refuse to be a victim, and teach them a fighter mentality about all those things may be there, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to deal with it. So 1,000 excuses, but not one reason not to achieve. And even if you don't achieve at the highest level, you may not have the same genetic disposition as somebody else. But there's an awful lot of players playing in the Premier League football in this country who are B for talent, not quite as genetically superior, but A for attitude. And attitude is something anybody can have. Anybody. You're in control. You're in control of your mind. It's your mind. So you decide what you think. You can decide to improve your attitude any day.
Discipline is the name of the game at this level, isn't it, Bob? 20 seconds left in the game. Here we go.
Race day is fun because there's a crowd, there's cameras, there's your family, your friends. And it's nice to do that. What they don't see, the people in the arena don't see, is you on your own at 6 o'clock in the morning, working out, sweating, struggling. And that's what makes champions, the ability to motivate themselves to do the work on their own that leads to success in the arena. There's the physical element. You've got to take care of your strength, speed, stamina, nutrition, sleep, health. There's the technical element. And then you've got to develop the tactical intelligence to compete, follow a plan, know your position on the field, know how you relate to the members of the team, know how to deal with certain situations in the game, 1-0 up or 1-0 down. And then there's the mental element. That's building the confidence and belief that you are a champion, that you can do this. It's that change from being in the dressing room, the comfort zone, to being in the tunnel before a big game, breathing in, to going on the field and believing and having the confidence to do what you do well. If I teach the athlete how to avoid victim mentality, how to slip into fighter, how to transfer to fighter mentality, they're going to have that in life. So there's a very big crossover between situations in sport and situations in life. I mean, in a sense, we're all high performers. We all step up every day to earn a living, to maintain relationships, to take the responsibility of owning property, to raise children. We're all high performers. So the lessons of my high performers in sport carry across into life. It's quite difficult actually, because I deal with intangibles, the non-measurable, belief, confidence, issues like raising your bottom line. The goal is to make better athletes and better people. And I think that's the whole goal. We're there to make better athletes, the 1 or 2% we talked about, and better people that are more able to write their own story in a better, more positive, productive way.
Are you confident at any stage that you could win it? I think you give it your best shot. It's a bit like Rocky 1, 2, and 3. You go out there, you prepare, and you give it your best shot. And that's what we said today. We had a team meeting. We said we're going to give it our best shot. I think it's going to be a good final. I think I hope it'll going to be a fitting end to a great tournament.